This is going to be the toughest fight of his career.
Sharp, relax.
The most embarrassing fight of his career.
Chair across your face.
Yeah.
I'm definitely up for fighting. There's a lot of names in the division, sure. But at the same time, look at what the strengths as well. I'm a fighter, and I understand that he can as well. This does.
Are you really going to do this? Absolutely. Are we going to do this? For a full payday? To go in and spark Jake Paul before we start serious stuff in 2026? Don't tell me what we should and what we shouldn't be doing.
Anthony Joshua has issued a chilling warning for Jake Paul, and this one lands like a sledgehammer, because it isn't trash talk, it's a reality check. Before Paul dreams of a massive payday, Joshua's team is making it brutally clear how dangerous this matchup truly is. Eddie Hearn has urged Paul to understand the real risks, reminding him that a single clean shot from AJ could change everything in an instant. Former professional Moses Itauma reiterated his warning, stating that Paul's decision to enter the ring with Joshua is not merely a form of entertainment, but rather a risk that could potentially end his career. One wrong move could leave Paul facing consequences he never imagined before ever.
Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury. Really, in my view. It's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area-level fighter, a British area-level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, mate.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glitter.
No, man. There's no price. There is no price.
There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price on the planet in order to make that.
Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua isn't just a bold gamble. It's a dangerous leap that many experts say could threaten his health. Boxing insider Ariel Helwani has warned that Joshua's raw knockout power and elite experience put Paul in a situation where one mistake could lead to serious consequences. He emphasized that AJ's history of brutal knockouts is not just hype but a real threat, making this matchup far more hazardous than Paul or his team may fully understand.
He's been beaten 3 times. 4 of the fighters that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know. It's a cash out. He might as well just cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shop in clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a one-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury for crying out loud. He can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, nothing's going to, no doubt's going to disappear. All that's going to happen.
Rising heavyweight Moses has urged Jake Paul to value his health over any potential payday, warning that one misjudged punch from Anthony Joshua could leave long-term consequences that money can't fix. He stressed that Joshua's strength isn't something influencers can simply train for. Meanwhile, former pro Amir Khan didn't sugarcoat the reality either, bluntly stating that Joshua could seriously hurt Paul. According to Khan, the danger is real. One heavy shot could cause severe damage, including the risk of brain injury.
Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? Yeah, why do you look surprised? When
I don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro, you're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's going to get hurt badly. And this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly. Because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
Well, when you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat stars there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you don't look. You can't be surprised if AJ is gonna do the same to. What's it called again? What?
For Anthony Joshua, this fight isn't just about a massive payday, it's about protecting his legacy. He's under real pressure to dominate. Experts like Johnny Nelson believe Joshua is stuck in a no-win situation, where anything less than a quick, decisive victory could damage his reputation. If he struggles or lets the fight drag out with Jake Paul, critics may claim he's no longer an elite boxer but simply a businessman cashing in, putting AJ's image on the line as much as the result itself.
Do you believe it because AJ's involved? And I think AJ'd struggle he's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it's an all-win situation. If he goes in there, Jake Paul laughs at the distance. What do you tell you about AJ? Apart from he just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what do you say about AJ? Look, your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then nothing has to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, I've got rid of this thing. It's very brave, Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back both. You're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football, golf, tennis.
Johnny Nelson has offered a sharp and brutally honest take on Jake Paul's boxing status. He credits Paul as a genius for how he's built his brand, but refuses to label him a world-class fighter. Nelson believes Paul is a solid domestic-level boxer whose earnings skyrocket far beyond his actual in-ring credentials. Unlike traditional pros, Paul didn't grow up grinding in the gym or climbing the amateur ranks. He built his fame online first, then stepped into boxing with an audience already behind him. Nelson admits Paul has brilliantly monetized the sport, but when it comes to elite, high-skill competition, he remains unconvinced that Paul belongs anywhere near that level.
Dubois, he's going to be 35 years of age. It's crazy what I'm about to ask you, but can Jake Paul really beat Anthony Joshua?
All right, listen, I give all credit. Everyone knows that. They get mad at me that I give too much credit to Paul. Why? He's done a hell of a job to put himself in this position. He sold himself. He sold his dream. He took his dream. He took his idea, and he put it out there, and he made it happen. Give him credit for that. And he made it happen. And he took risk along the way. Yeah, he picked his spots. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to pick his spots. He's the one bringing the money. He's the one promoting. Yeah, he's the name. He made himself that, coming from where he came from, with all his followers and the whole thing, and just the uniqueness of what he was doing. But he has learned along the way. He's not a top guy yet. No, I don't know that he ever will be. He didn't have that amateur background, the things that you usually need to be a top guy. But he has improved. He is a work in progress. He is a guy that you got to give him credit that he's respected the sport. He went out there.
Many in the boxing world believe Jake Paul is stepping into a firestorm he isn't built to survive. To seasoned pros, Paul may have heart and hustle, but his technique still screams amateur. His defense leaks, his stance is stiff, and he telegraphs punches that elite heavyweights would punish instantly. Put him in with a real professional his own size, and it becomes a mismatch before the first bell rings. Experts argue that Tommy Fury, a raw novice with limited amateur pedigree, already exposed Paul's ceiling, and the levels from British-level fighters to world-class heavyweights like Joshua are worlds apart. That gap is what makes this potential fight both fascinating and frightening. Joshua may be shop-worn, coming off a loss and a long layoff, but even a 70% AJ is a mountain Paul has never climbed. So the question becomes simple. Is Jake Paul chasing greatness, or playing with fire he can't control? Only fight night will tell, but one thing is certain. The risk is enormous, the stakes are historic, and the world will be watching. If you want more explosive breakdowns, shocking updates, and unfiltered boxing analysis, make sure you like the video, share it everywhere, and subscribe to the channel right now.